In this series of Law 101, Consider It Solved will be presenting you with useful information regarding criminal law, specifically regarding paying a transaction offered by the police on behalf of the public prosecutor. Greetings to you, St. Martin, and all others viewing this video. I'm Shamira Roseburg, founding and managing partner of Consider It Solved by Roseburg&Partners. Did you know that when you are arrested, based on Article 161 of Book 1 of the Criminal Law Book, the prosecutor can offer you a transaction? But what is a transaction? A transaction, most of the time a fine or a community service, is offered to you by the police on behalf of the public prosecutor office. When you accept this transaction, you would have a criminal record. For example, if you have been arrested during the COVID lockdown for participating in the Juve morning of Dutch Quarter or Fort William, you most probably have been offered a fine based on the transaction list of the public prosecutor office. If you have paid this fine, you now have a criminal record. What is a criminal record? In Dutch, called strafblad. A criminal record is a record of a person's criminal history. You might not know this, but by paying a fine, you admit to being guilty. And this will be registered on your record. This means that in the system behind your name, you would see that you paid the transaction. And this can have consequences for your future. Having a criminal record can have consequences when requesting a certificate of conduct for your future job. Requesting a certificate of conduct, also called a police record, can be needed when applying for a new job. If you have a criminal record, it is possible that you might not get the job that you applied for. It is also possible that your visa or residence permit will be rejected because of your criminal record. Please know that you cannot be forced to pay the transaction. It's a choice. But if you don't pay the transaction, most probably you will have to explain yourself in the future in front of a judge. I understand that being locked up can be very frustrating and you might not be able to think straight. So that's why I would advise you to brainstorm with your lawyer, weigh out your options before taking a decision. If you're innocent, why would you pay a fine? Or if you have a valid story to tell the judge? It all depends on the circumstances, but paying a fine might not be the best solution for your future. So therefore, my advice to you today is to always consult an attorney before accepting and paying a fine proposed to you by the police on behalf of the prosecutor. I hope the information provided to you today was informative. And remember, you always have a choice. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to contact me. Consider it solved. We're just one call away.